Folks, thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have on our program Shazil Pervez. He's a product manager by profession. Came here to Canada and then he has led a very interesting journey. So without me having to introduce him any further, we can get started. So Shazil, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sat. So, a bit about me. So, I started my product journey 15 years ago because originally I'm from Pakistan. So, as a fresh MBA, I started working in the largest telecom company, and we had planned to launch a fintech solution. At that time, to be honest, it was 2009 or 10. I'm forgetting. We didn't even know, or there wasn't much talk about what product management as a field is, because at that time it was mostly like engineering and medical and business. So I stumbled upon that field, launched a fintech solution for the masses, which has now an active base of around 100 million, 30 active customers. Um Worked there for 8 years in different roles, mostly in product, then also some few in business operations. And that's where I got to know what is product management by actually not studying it, but actually doing it firsthand and then learning as we made mistakes. So after that, after those 8 or 9 years, I moved to Singapore, where I was basically head of fintech for Delivery Hero, which is a food and grocery delivery platform. In some countries in Asia Pacific, it's known as Food Panda. That is their brand there. So I was heading the entire fintech unit there, and product was just one part of it. Uh, and then moved to Canada around 3.5, 4 years ago, and started my journey here, having worked in different organizations, especially in the product space. Like uh, Apply Board is one that I started working in, which is in the educational technology space. Then had a stint at Loblaws Digital, and currently I'm a director of digital product management for the payments domain at Scotiabank. So yeah, that's how my journey has been so far.
Amazing, amazing. So, as a product manager in your current role, just for the benefit of the audience and myself as well, what is it that entails your day-to-day job?
So good question, sir. I think it depends as you grow in the role. For example, when I was in Pakistan and even when I moved to Canada, I was more of a individual contributor role to start off with, which is a senior product manager, and then grew into a group product manager, and then finally grew into a director. So I think if the role is more individual contributor, like product manager or senior product manager, even group product manager to some extent, the day to day involves a lot of working with the engineering teams, the design team, the business line teams on developing the strategy, the roadmap, getting things executed, tracking the metrics, talking to customers, and making and pivoting decisions accordingly. I think as people grow into more senior roles, and I'm not saying that the director is the most senior role. Of course, there's a ladder. I think my day to day now has moved away more from execution roadmap towards more like organizational wide strategy alignment, towards enabling my team to do the best that they could do in product and bringing that good product culture throughout my team, at least if not the organization. So I think this is a shift of paradigm which happens as one grows in an organization in a product role.
So let me take you back a little bit in your earlier career where you were as an individual contributor. So let's talk about that because I'm sure a lot of us could probably relate to that part of your career. So what was a typical day in Shaz's life as an
So
individual contributor?
yeah, like that wasn't too far away, like or far back. So typical day was, of course, starting the day with the daily stand up, talking to our engineering counterparts, our design counterparts, and even business counterparts. Okay, this is what we had to deliver. This is on track. These are the blocking factors, and then how, as a team, potentially we could help each other to unblock the development and code so that we could complete the story points. So the day started off with that. Of course, then half of the day was also in line with the marketing and branding teams to talk about, hey, if you're launching something, how will the go to market activities be for that specific sprint or that specific release. And then also the latter half of the day was also spent grooming backlog ideas that we keep on receiving or kept on receiving from our different stakeholders. Hey, we want to do this. Hey, we want to do that. Okay, what is the value in doing this? Why should we do this now? Why not later? Grooming those. And then I guess part of it was also trying to plan for the future. Continue. I won't say we talk to the customer every day, but at least in a week, throughout different touch points of social media, one-on-one interviews, we ensured that we did talk to the customers in one way or the other to get their feedback as well. So that's how the day to day was, basically a mixture between execution, planning, and backlog grooming, I would say.
I guess that gives a very good insight, Shazil. Thank you for sharing that. One last question I do have for you, Shazil, is that for those who are moving into Canada now and want to pursue a product management career, reflecting back, what would you recommend to them?
And I'm assuming these are for mostly people who are in their PM/senior PM journey of their career. So if people in
Even if
that
they had
space
to,
want to move to
like, even if they had to transition into the PM career.
okay, so I think that's a very interesting question. So this would be for people then who want to either continue their career in product management or transition their career into product management. Number one, what I would say is, um, there is no usually field, as far as I know, at least at a bachelor's level, of a bachelor's in product management. As I think, yes, there are some master's degree, and then there are some like advanced focus degrees. So I think what really would help a product manager get a job in Canada or elsewhere, if even they have a product management experience or not, is to try and sort of indirectly work in the space if they could potentially try and solve a problem, because there are so many tools out there, freelance tools that one can use to launch different digital solutions. So if they could work with themselves or a group of friends to even launch a small app, if they're in university, if they can launch a small digital solution to solve a problem for their colleagues or school colleagues in university or school, I think that also goes a long way, because that shows that the person has good product management acumen. Number two, I think what they can also do is read up a lot. So now we are in that area where we have a lot of uh, influencers, like Akash Gupta, like Mo Ali, like Ater, which I personally learn a lot from every other day. So you can just like follow their pages on LinkedIn or Substack, and then get a lot of information there. Then there are a lot of associations within Toronto, at least, because I'm based out of here. Like one is Prod Soch, one is Toronto Product Management Association, and a lot. And I try and attend their meetings or meetups once every month. I think they have it, or some have it once every quarter. So that one could do. And then third is really networking. So network with relative product professionals, try to get to know their journey. I'm not saying everyone can copy someone's journey, but of course, like in everyone's journey, one finds some learning curves that one can totally incorporate. So I would say a mixture of these three things, and plus some online courses. A lot of, like, I've personally done a few Coursera courses when I moved to Canada to actually uh, I won't say upskill, but yeah, sort of redeem my product management execution capabilities, because I was moving from a more people manager role to an IC role when I moved to Canada. So having those courses as well, I think, does no harm.
Amazing, amazing. I think this is a really good insight that you have provided, Shazil. And just in the interest of time, I think we will end here. But I hope we will circle back with you to make more deeper dives in product management and to gain more wisdom from you as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sad. Pleasure talking to you.